Yo, what's up guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm gonna be playing with a deck which can beat anything in Clash Royale right now. I'm talking about this Minor Poison Little Prince control deck. Very fun deck to play, very solid deck. As I said, if you play it well, you can beat any matchup. You have a really solid defense. There has been a lot of Sparky decks, a lot of Goblin Giant decks, and I feel like this deck does really well against them, mainly thanks to the delivery. I feel like delivery is a spell which is kind of underrated but very solid on defense, and it just helps out a ton against those kind of no skill decks. So let's start off with Goblins. Let's go with a lock just to make sure that the Hawk Rider doesn't get a shot, and then looks like we're up against probably a Hawk Rider cycle. Could be something else though, because yesterday the new season started. Usually in the lower leagues you can face some kind of off meta mid ladder decks, but looks like he is gonna be running Hawk cycle after seeing Skeletons, Ice Golem, and he's running it with E-Spirit, so maybe in some situation we can activate the King Tower. Anyways, let's have the Bomb Tower ready in case he goes with Hawk Rider. Let's go with Poison on the Musketeer, Bomb Tower for the Hawk Rider, and then as I said, if he decides to cycle afterwards his E-Spirit, we can maybe get a nice King Tower activation. So, okay, perfect. Good amount of chip damage on the left side. Usually with this deck you try to play very passive. This is not really a deck you take a tower with like quickly or in a good push. You just want to play like perfect defense in general, and then afterwards slowly chip them down. So let's go with Little Prince here. He's probably going to go with Hawk Rider, so let's have the ability ready. Okay, he doesn't, so let's go with Goblins. Plus Knight right side. I think the Hawk Rider does end up, especially with the arrows now. I was about to say the Hawk Rider does end up getting shot. I think even without the arrows it would have gotten a shot. And then here we can go with the Little Prince ability. I think I'm just going to leave it like that, knowing that he has the Evo Skeletons. There they are. I don't really want to spend too much elixir. I'm actually not sure. I think one of the Skeletons does end up hitting if there are 8 of them after multiplying, or like after they multiplied quite a bit against the delivery on the right side. Just making sure that we counter it well. So let's go with another Bomb Tower here in the middle. Let's then afterwards probably send a Miner towards his left side tower, and then as you guys can see, slowly but surely chipping down his left side tower while not taking too much damage. So very nice there, recognizing that he has Ice Golem in cycle. Knowing that he doesn't have NATO, I try to switch up the Miner placement a little bit. Of course, when they have NATO, it's always nice to play it in the safe spot. But if they don't have NATO, it's not really necessary, I guess. Okay, so let's go here with Knight. Let's have the Bomb Tower again ready, because we know that he has a quick cycle, so he might try to pressure out cycle us. In this case, looks like he doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna cycle Little Prince in the back. I think cycling Little Prince in general in this meta, but especially with this Minor cycle deck, very important, because this way it makes your cycle quicker. Some people might not know, but whenever you have a champion on the field, your cycle gets quicker, because of course you cannot cycle double champions. Okay, let's go with Miner. Let's go with a Prelock here as well, just to make sure that we damage the Musketeer, and this way the Miner can take it down easily. Little Prince is still alive. We can keep the pressure here by going Knight at the bridge as well. And then knowing that he has arrows, I feel like Goblins at the bridge is pretty good as well. And we can go with a lock here for all the Skeletons. And then the Musketeer should go down. So one of the Goblins is actually still alive. Might be able to get some chip damage. Looks like it doesn't, because he goes with Ice Golem. Okay, let's go with Bomb Tower. Let's go with Little Prince. And then as you guys can see, he's not really able to break through because we have such a solid defense. But we are able to slowly chip him down. So let's go with a Knight here to tank. Let's then go with a Poison. Let's go with Miner. I'm just going to eat the E-Spirit at this point of the match. Doesn't really matter. To take a bit of damage, and then okay, nice prediction arrows. I think it still doesn't really matter though, because the Miner is chipping away. Little Prince is still alive. That was a very nice play by him. I could have even went with Bomb Tower. I wasn't really expecting arrows prediction, but anyways, this should be a good game. As you guys can see, he did deal quite a bit of damage, but then here the Miner plus Poison plus Lock should be able to take it down. He actually played that pretty well. I'm surprised he got a nice prediction there at the end. He also got a nice prediction on top of our Miner with the Musketeer. But then anyways, as I said, we have a very solid defense, so it's kind of hard for him to break through. We do need to watch out with the cycle. That's very important, or that's why I said it's very important to cycle Little Prince in the back. Usually in the opposite lane, just to make sure you don't give him too much spell value. In this case, his spells were arrows plus earthquake, so it's not like he's gonna fireball cycle us out. But anyways, usually I like cycling them in the opposite lane, and then this way you can take advantage of the 3-card cycle, because as I said, you cannot cycle double champion on the field, so this way your cycle just automatically gets faster. Okay, let's go with Miner here. Looks like he has Electro Wizard. I guess I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm sorry. And then here we can get a nice delivery on top of the Mighty Miner plus the bets. Okay, let's go Little Prince here. Let's then go with Goblins on top of the Electro Wizard. And then here we should have a very nice counter push. He also went with Zep. Okay, he spent a lot of elixir. I think here we can actually get a nice push going with by going Knight in front of the Little Prince. Have the ability ready. I usually try to wait a little bit just to see if he has something like I don't know, goblins or something. He does have skeletons, he already showed it. But then this should be yeah, quite a lot of damage anyways. Let's see if it gets to the tower. Each shot gets like around 200 damage. I guess on level 13 it's a little bit different. But on level 14 it was like, I think 200 damage each shot. Okay, let's go with Locke here to clean up the Spear Gobs. We can go with a nice delivery here on defense. And then knowing that he has Zep, I actually want to go with Miner plus Goblins here at the bridge. Zep, of course, doesn't kill the Goblin, so he's forced to go probably with like... oh, he does have delivery. That's right. Okay, I forgot about delivery. Anyways, good amount of pressure. And then we forced out yeah, quite some elixir. And then those evil skeletons were not the best. He tries to Zep, but that's not going to reach anyway, so perfect for us. And then here, knowing that he doesn't have delivery in Psycho, he doesn't have the evil skeletons in Psycho as well. I think it's a very good moment for us to go with the Evolution Knight at the bridge. And then again, have the delivery, or excuse me, have the ability ready. Okay, I'm gonna go ability now. I'm gonna go with a pre-lock as well. Not really a pre-lock, more just a lock to take down those Spear Gobs. And in the meantime, the Guardian plus the Evil Knight is gonna get, yeah, good amount of value and a good amount of damage. Look at that, dealing so much damage to his left side tower. Bringing down the tower all the way to 388 HP. He's probably gonna go with a Miner, so let's go with a delivery. Let's go with Goblins here on top, and then a Knight just to make sure. But anyways, I think that would have been a good defense. And then look at the amount of damage we already dealt. 388 HP on his left side tower. He barely touched our tower. We can just go with a poison here to almost finish off the tower. I don't think it's gonna, yeah, take it down completely, but still should be pretty much, yeah, good game. Unless something crazy happens, we can go with delivery here. Left side tower is going down. We can go with Goblins on top. He might ability, but then we can just go with a Knight here. Okay, looks like he goes with Miner. We can go with a Knight to tank for the Miner, and then at the same time play it a little bit yeah, higher, just to make sure that the bets don't get too much damage. We can go with Locke here, and then look at the amount of damage the Little Prince got on the King Tower. I'm actually gonna pressure King Tower here. Let's go with Miner, let's go with Goblins. Let's also go with ability, and it should actually be 3 crown, I think. I don't think he has much elixir. Goblins plus Little Prince plus Miner are connected to the tower, and that's gonna be a nice victory. Nice 3 crown against the Quick Cycle Miner deck. Very strange deck. I don't think he had a big spell. I think his only spells were Zap and Delivery. In my opinion, in this meta, it's necessary to bring a big spell. You have so many decks with Little Prince, so many decks with the Evil Archers. That's also why this deck is currently running triple spell. We have Poison, Lock, and Delivery, just because of the fact that there's so many like spam, yeah, spammy decks, spammy cards, and then cards like, as I said, Little Prince, and also the Evil Archers. So it looks like he has E-Spirit plus Knight. Could maybe be an X-Bow player, so we need to watch out with that. Let's go with Knight here on the left side. Just in case he decides to pressure with an X-Bow, we have the Little Prince ready. Looks like he doesn't, so we can go with a Lock here. And the Lock will also end up killing 2 of the Goblins, I think. Yeah, perfect, so that's nice. And then Knight, okay, he also has Miner. Wait, it might just actually be Miner Poison. I don't think we need to, or we might need to. I guess we kind of needed to, kind of not needed to. Anyways, I went with Little Prince. That's fine though, because afterwards the Little Prince is gonna apply a bit of pressure onto the right side. Let's go with Miner left side, and let's then pop the ability right side. Knowing that he has Knight, I just wanted to make sure that either of the sides will get a bit of value or maybe get a bit of damage. Okay, perfect. We even forced out a Miner on defense on the right side with the Guardian, so that's very good. Miner might be able to get one shot on tower. I don't think it's worth it to defend it. I think we just leave it like that, and then maybe cycle like a Lock here on the left side. So the only bad thing about having triple spell is that your cycle sometimes gets a bit awkward, but don't worry, you can always cycle, in this case, for example, Lock, or in some situations, whenever they get value, you just cycle your poison like offensive, or even defensively. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that we activate the King Tower here. I think we got it. Yeah, nice, we did get it. So that's a nice activation. Against Miner control, it's always worth it, because this way you can yeah, easily kill the Miner, or always predict the Miner in the safe spot. Like, whenever he does a Miner safe spot, it's just gonna die faster because the King Tower is activated. So he goes with Evil Knight. I think we go with our own Evil Knight in the same lane. And then I'm gonna have Delivery ready. I think I can, yeah, maybe cycle Lock first. Afterwards cycle to Little Prince, and then this way we cycle back to a Miner catch, in this case the Goblins. Okay, perfect. Really nice cycle there, recognizing that we need to cycle back to our counter to the Miner. And in the meantime, we're gonna have a decent amount of yeah, counter push going on to the left side. Okay, let's go with Poison. Let's go with Ability here as well. I think I'm gonna go Miner up front, and then Lock here, knowing that he has Goblins in his deck. Okay, looks like he doesn't go with the Goblins, but that means that the Miner gets onto the tower, gets a good amount of chip damage, and as you guys can see, we're already in the lead. I think the biggest advantage we have in this matchup is that our opponent doesn't have a champion. So it's very important whenever you're facing a Miner control deck to switch up the placement, but then also to cycle your champion, in this case the Little Prince, opposite lane, because this way we can just get, yeah, way more value. Okay, let's go with Lock here. Let's have again the Knight ready. I'm gonna go Knight here. Nice, very good prediction. Go with Poison. And as you guys can see, we force him to Poison the champion, in this case Little Prince, and then this way he cannot get more damage onto our tower. So I kind of want to go Miner here. Okay, nice, perfect. Let's go Miner, let's go with Goblins. Knowing that he doesn't have Knight in cycle, I'm also going to go with Evo Knight at the bridge. And then I'm also going to go Little Prince. Kind of aggressive, but I think it's good just because of the fact that he just spent his Knight. I'm also going to go with ability, forcing out another poison, not offensively, in this case defensively, which is of course awesome because then this way he cannot get that much chip damage. So let's go with Miner up front, let's go with a lock here again, and let's then try to, as I said, again try to cycle Little Prince opposite lane, maybe forcing out another poison. As you guys can see, he's spreading out a lot of the damage just because of the fact that we're always playing the Little Prince opposite lane, which for him in this case is very annoying. Okay, let's go with poison here on the tower. At this point I can just poison the tower really. I don't really think I need to wait or be afraid of not spending the poison. Oh, the knight actually went backwards. It's kind of unfortunate, but anyways we still should be able to win with this damage lead. And then again, as soon as you cycle Little Prince back to your hand, you can just go with Little Prince opposite lane. And then in this case, if he decides to poison, again, he will spread out the damage. Okay, perfect. Let's go with Knight prediction. Let's have, I guess, the Goblins. No, actually, I'm going to lock here just to cycle. Then afterwards, I'm going to go Miner towards the tower. And then taking advantage of the Little Prince on the field. This should be a good game. I don't think he can keep up with the 3-card cycle at this point. Whenever you hit triple elixir, you can just start cycling insanely fast. So as you guys can see, that's gonna be a nice victory against a Miner poison deck, which is also pretty popular right now. Solid deck, but in my opinion, our deck is way better just because of the fact that the Little Prince, it's very strong still. In my opinion, Little Prince, even though it got nerfed, very solid champion, especially because of the 3-card cycle. In a cycle deck, it always helps out. So let's hop into the next match. Nice victory there. We managed to get to League 6. Let me know in the comment section down below, by the way, what you guys think about the Ice Spirit evolution. I tried it on a Spanish video. I was like, okay, this evolution is probably the worst evolution they brought out. That's why I didn't even bother making a video in English. Let me know if you guys found the deck which you like with it, or if you guys would like to see a video trying it out. I can also make it in English. I would like to try and upload more videos on English again. Hopefully every 2 days at least, and then hopefully even daily uploads. That will be like the ultimate goal. Okay, nice. Very good defense there. Our opponent is running clone. I wasn't really expecting the clone, but a really nice delivery on defense. And that's also what I said earlier on. In my opinion, delivery is kind of underrated right now. It gets so much value in so many situations. Okay, looks like he has Giant Skeleton, so it's gonna be... Well, I wanted to say typical Giant Skeleton clone, but it's not really in the meta right now. But anyways, I guess, he's just gonna have like Giant Skelly clone and a bunch of spammy cards with like Skeleton Army and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. We can probably activate the King Tower, which is gonna help out quite a lot. Okay, let's go with Goblins here to activate the King Tower. Oh, nice NATO by him to prevent activation. That was a nice play. But anyways, I think later on we should be able to activate the King Tower. And then even without the King Tower activated, we should be able to get nice defenses going. Okay, so it looks like he again goes with his Skeleton Army. We can go with an early Little Prince. And I don't even think I need to lock. I can just ability here. And then the ability is going to get so much value. He decides to clone the Skelly Barrels. I think that was a bad clone because we also had the lock in hand. We had the ability there. And then the ability just gets so much value. I'm gonna go pre-lock here. Even though he doesn't have Skeleton Army and Cycle, we know that he has the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so maybe we can damage the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and then this way we don't need to counter it afterwards. Okay, let's cycle Knight opposite lane. So against the Giant Skeleton clone, I guess you just need to be patient. In some situation we can also use the Bomb Tower. So far we didn't really need to use it, but the Bomb Tower will definitely help out a lot as well. Okay, so let's go with Goblins at the bridge to pressure. See what he decides to do. Okay, looks like he's not dropping anything. Wait, what? Did he give up or disconnect? Okay, looks like he doesn't, or he didn't, because he goes with Giant Skeleton in the back opposite lane. Let's go with Bomb Tower here, and then he goes with his Night Witch. I'm pretty sure we can just go Poison here, even though he does have Clone. We have Delivery, we have the ability. We don't really need to keep the Poison, again, this situation, on defense. We can just go with Delivery now. Let's wait a little bit, let's then go with Delivery, and then I'm also gonna go lock here just to make sure that we kill all those skeletons. Just in case something crazy happens, I also go with Goblins. I don't think we really needed it. But yeah, I don't really want to, like the Mini P.E.K.K.A to escape or anything. Okay, decent amount of chip damage on the right side as well. We can go with a Miner plus Poison, knowing that he has Skeleton Army in cycle. Okay, let's go with Little Prince here, and then have the Delivery ready. Okay, let's go with Delivery now. And then I'm also gonna go Ability. Nice, really good ability, getting a lot of value. We can go with Goblins here to pressure. And as you guys can see, very solid defenses. In the meantime, slowly but surely, chipping away the tower. That's all, what this deck is about. As you guys can see, perfect defense or almost perfect defense most of the time. And then slowly but surely chipping down your opponent. Okay, let's go with Knight here. Let's go with a Bomb Tower. He's probably gonna go with ability, or excuse me, with Clone sometime soon. So let's go with Lock here. And then, yeah, that should be a really nice defense. Perfect. In the meantime, the Miner, again, chipping down left side tower. We end up activating the King Tower as well, which at this point, I guess it's still nice, just because of the fact that he's running a clone deck. Let's go with Goblins here to pressure. Let's go with a Knight towards the right side. We can go... I don't even think we need to poison that. We can just go with Delivery Wall. I'm gonna poison now, because he also goes with his Skelly, bro. Perfect. And yeah, that should be a good game. I don't think he can defend. He might be able to defend, but anyways, look at the right side as well. Cycle to our Evo Knight. Let's go with Goblins at the bridge. And then the left side will already go down thanks to the Little Prince plus the ability. So let's give him a good game. Very nice matchup there. Very nice game. To end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. In my opinion, this deck is super solid right now, especially in the new season. I feel like there's so many spammy decks. As you guys saw, well, this clone deck isn't that meta, but there's been so many Goblin Giant decks with Evo Archers. There's so many decks with Little Prince. In general, this deck is just very solid. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.